Participants. Hi everyone, good morning. Am I audible to you all? I hope. Welcome to the third webinar presented by Rozgar HRMS. Uh, it's a pleasure to have you all on board. I think I am seeing Gautam. I think the audio is working fine. You might just want to check your audio connection once. Uh, uh, so with this, we will kick off our webinar session. With us, we have Mr. Kunal Gupta, who is the CEO of Rozgar HRMS, and Mr. Anurag Lakhotia, the eminent legal expert that we have with us, who is going to speak about, the labels and I would set up a few ground rules before we kick off the session. Please type all your questions on the group chat. We are going to mute everyone so that we don't have an interference between the webinar. If you have any questions, just type them in the chat.
हाँ बस अब आवाज आ गई होगी
All right.
आ
Kunal,
रही है
please. Yash, may I request you to mute everyone as well?
Yeah, hi guys. Very good
म्यूट
morning
ही
to.
हो रहा है अब हुए हैं अनम्यूट
आवाज क्यों नहीं आ रही? Your internet connection is unstable.
Everybody is muted.
मेरे लिए कर लो
I think two people are still unmute. Yash, please take care of that.
Okay, guys. Very good morning to all of you. I think it's wonderful to have all of you today morning along with us. And these are tough times, challenging times, and the businesses have been doing all they can to sustain employment, to provide more employment to people, and to create as many opportunities as possible. Majority of the businesses currently running have had to make a lot of changes, and some of them have had to deal with repercussions as on date and possibly also for the next few months to come. So today we have Anurag Lakhotia. Mr. Lakhotia has been running a legal firm for the last many years. He has himself been in practice for the last 20 years and represents a law firm called Lex Labor, which has been into corporate legal law since 1960. We run Rozgar HRMS, we run rozgar.com, a job portal. At the same time, we are into managing people. We have enabled a lot of businesses in terms of moving on from physical attendance tracking and managing people from a physical one-to-one space to totally artificial intelligence based platforms, wherein we largely focus on three aspects. One is productivity. Second is HR automation. Third is real-time analytics. The suite of services that we provide, ultimately attendance had to go one day or the other. Attendance, physical tracking of attendance had to go. With the productivity suite, we track the employee activities in terms of their on-screen, off-screen time. If in case companies want to track the locations, we focus on that. We also focus on how to personalize work which is given to employees by tracking which all areas are they good at, totally through real-time analytics. At the same time, all the traditional HR processes in terms of performance management systems, those are tracked on an everyday basis. We ensure that the leaves, attendances, reimbursements are given on the single platform with the click of a button, in many cases in a predictive manner, such that if in case somebody has gone out to attend a meeting, his reimbursement is processed the same day. At the same time, the leave and attendance are processed. We also have secured communication platform for doing voice call, video call, and chats, which a lot of companies are very wary about in terms of losing privacy. As at the same time, a lot of companies are very insecure about usage of WhatsApp and Zoom calls in their enterprise setups as well. So we have these features integrated alongside in our HRMS only. We can talk more about the HRMS. We would be happy to explore if in case anybody of you would like to know more about how the HRMS can transform the productivity of employees in your company and help in increasing the overall output of the company in a global environment with a global workforce processing multi-currency salaries, with just one single platform and a click of a button. But I would like to hand over and introduce the topic of today. We would like to have legal consultation and expertise from Mr. Lakhotia and understand his opinion about contract management. Contract is a center point and a pivot to almost all kinds of arrangements that we have in business today, whether it is with vendors, whether it is with employees, whether it is with rental parties, or whatever kind of agreements there might just be. So I'll directly hand it over to Anurag, and I would request Anurag, if in case he can just brief about the change of the legal landscape right now in the market, and thereupon discuss about how exactly the business dynamics can be managed from a legal front in terms of change of contracts and stuff like that. Over to you, Anurag.
Thanks a lot, Kunal. Thanks a lot for creating this webinar. And the most imposing aspect today is after this is called post-COVID-19 business strategies. So by post-COVID-19, I mean, it is not that the COVID is over, but the thing is that we are back in business. This way or that way, business has to keep rolling considering COVID-19 now. Now. Considering this aspect, this webinar has been created vis-a-vis 2 points. One is agreements and contracts with employees. Another is agreement and contracts vis-a-vis commercial agreements, including vendors and other aspect. So first and foremost, I just brief about myself again that I'm an advocate who do practice in various high courts, including Supreme Court of India. And I'm being in practice of a very specialized field also called industrial labor law, and then another field called contract management. Now, considering this aspect, I'll start with one first part, that is employee management. The question today is that we have this way or that way, we have employees back in the business. However, the business is not at the same revenue where it was. So the biggest question is, what kind of a salary package we could continue to pay to the employees with regard to the revenue we are generating in business. So first and foremost, my point is revision of CTC. So CTC, by I mean a cost to company to each and every employee. Now, I'm just bifurcating this part into two. One is those which comes under the category of workmen under Industrial Dispute Act. So there is an enactment called Industrial Dispute Act, which takes care of this specific part called wages and specific called how to change the wage structure or the wages. And then to those who does not fall under the definition of workmen. So to be very, on a layman language, I should say that those who are not managers, administrators or supervisors does come within the purview of workmen. So first thing, we cannot go down or below the minimum wages, that is for sure. But in case you are having much more than the minimum wages to the non-workman category or a workman category, we are discussing that part. So first and foremost, those which falls under the definition of workmen under ID Act. Yes, we can change the wage scale. We can lower it down also. But there is a section called Section 9A, which takes care of this part, which requires at least 21 days notice prior to changing that aspect. Now, in today's scenario, considering revenue, we can have that kind of a order, a 21 days prior order for workman category also. That order should specify what is the reason why we are declining or why we are making less salary to these workman category also. After 21st day, yes, this could be done. Now, this could be treated as a base. Other than minimum wages, could be treated as variable. This is how we can do for the workman category. Today, the labor courts are not operational. However, labor offices has started working. Complaints have started going to that place. I still believe that this could be done. Workman category, those who are managers, supervisors, administrative, This is purely a civil contract that is called appointment letter. So CTC as well as any salary component related to that part is also a civil contract that could surely be amended in a way that we can give a revised CTC to these people. But that revised CTC should be formulated in a way that it should also talk about social justice. It should not be only also. So talk to your employees before giving all this. Have a word with them. See how this can be made feasible to them and how much we can do. So some of my clients has done it in a revenue-based model in a way that this is what we were achieving as a revenue prior to COVID-19 situation. And this is what we are receiving today. Considering that part, that this is what we are receiving today, revenue-driven model created for that purpose. Now, by the meaning of revenue-driven, I believe people may understand this part, that a percentage to that could be shown. That supposedly we were achieving 100 crore of revenue, and now we are achieving only 10 crores. So we are at the 10% point today. So create a structure for a win-win situation for an employee. Apprise him that now we are putting in a way that this is your fixed component and this is your variable, and this variable will increase the time we keep on achieving different targets on revenue-based model. And once you receive the 100%, the salary would be there where it was. But give one more flavor to it, that whenever we achieve 110, there should be some increase in the salary which should be automatic, so that they feel like they have become a part of the organization and they are going to earn in the same fashion the organization is going to learn. Now, I have certain samples for that. Two of them, which is be a part of the documents which I will be giving new people. But for that, I require your email IDs to be put to Yashdeep. That Yashdeep will be taking care of that part. Now, coming to the second aspect, that what kind of finding employees, or fresh employees also. This way or that way, there are two kinds of employees which we are employing. One is the workman category. There will be contractual employees. There might be a direct onboard employees. So there should be a clause called force majeure, which was previously missing in all. And I perceive that there might be a lockdown tomorrow, not by the government, but by the public itself, or maybe because of the COVID instance in any of the business, factory or a shop. So they might have to close them for a week or something like that. So have that provision in that appointment letter that in case we have to do a lockdown because of COVID situation, this is going to be the way we are going to move forward. You may say that we're not going to pay any salary. You may say that we're going to pay 50%, whatever is suitable. But you should have that in the appointment letter itself.